Who is Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba? Now we come to the political context which prevailed before his appearance. In the latter part of the 18th century, numerous wars broke out between the princes of the country on the one hand, and between them and the preachers of jihad on the other hand. Jihad is a holy war in the name of Islam. The revolt led by Imam Cherno Suleiman Baal, 1720 to 1776 in Fouta, spread to the areas of Kajor, Njambur, and Bawol. Cherno Suleiman Baal, just to remind, he was a very great personality, a very great Sufi Islamic scholar in his time. He lived in Fouta, in Senegal. One of the most notable battles took place after the assassination of Sheikh Malamine Sarr at the request of the Emir of Kajor, Amari Ngone Ndela. Just to remind that Sheikh Malamine Sarr was a colleague. He was in the same school as Mam Maram Mbake. Mam Maram is a grandfather of Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba Mbake. All the princes enjoyed great power thanks to their relationships with European merchants, an exchange relationship which allowed them to obtain equipment and munitions. After the prince defeated the Sheikh of Kajor, some of them asked Al-Mami Abdul Khadir Khan to intervene to support them. Just to remind that Al-Mami Abdul Khadir Khan, as Cherno Suleiman Baal, was a great personality, a very Sufi Islamic scholar in his time. So the Imam demanded that the prince repent and respect the teachings of the Muslim religion. And the latter rejected his request. And he led a campaign against the prince, Amari Ngone Ndela. But Amari Ngone Ndela defeated him, captured him, and then sent him back to Fouta Torah. Thus, these fights continued, followed by serious persecutions, theft, and captivities against the different sheikh and their supporters in the country. At the beginning of the second half of the 19th century, the French occupiers, led by Faidherbe, began to implement a policy of direct occupation to extend their areas of control over Senegalese lands, and also to interfere directly in the management of the country's affairs after having contented themselves with sponsoring and protecting their trade in the coastal areas. The traditional principalities that had gained independence from the Jolof Kingdom in the 16th century AD began to collapse one after the other before the invading French forces. The reins of affairs passed into the hands of the occupying authorities, who crowned those who guaranteed them loyalty and imprisoned those who decided to resist them. The great Mujahideen those who led holy wars in the name of Islam. They were called Mujahideen. The great Mujahideen rose up to raise the standard of Islam in the region and fight against the injustice and persecution that the Ceddo groups practiced against Muslims. Just to remind that Ceddo, they were called Ceddo because they were pagan princes. Among those who led armed jihad, holy war in the name of Islam, jihad, among those who led armed jihad during this period were Alhaji Omar Fouti Tall and Imam Maba Jaxu Ba, may God be pleased with him. The family of Cheikh Ahmadou Bamba, may God be pleased with him, participated directly in the latter's jihad, meaning the jihad of Maba Jaxu Ba.